Good morning, Joni. Good to have you here. That's a nice little wave there. Well, you are officially the first person to join me today. Hi, Leila. How are you? Good afternoon. Um, Good to see you too, Joni. Well, yeah. Okay, someone just sent me a friend request. I'm like, ooh, I cannot now get out and say accept. So, anyway, hi, Leila. How are you doing? How's everybody? And well, it's coming closer to going back to school, right? I think that school term will be starting at least here in Abu Dhabi end of August, 30th of August. So I guess it's some kind of setting back. The summer has been a bit of a blur, right? We didn't know when summer started and when summer has come to an end. Hi, good evening, Uncle. I hope you're well. Okay, so hi Savita, good to have you here too. And hi Charlotte. Right. Oh, so the schools, Leila, are online, not in person. Right. Okay, interesting. I think the schools here, I'm not too clear because I don't have, what should I say? My kids are not at home anymore, so I don't have to keep track of school holidays. But from what I hear is 30th of August and in the schools itself. Hi, Pasan. Good to have you here. Um, and yeah, so I'm not too sure from what I've heard from some of the moms, that it is about going back to school. Okay, so today is an interesting topic. It's about taking a pause, the power of pause. So, hi, Kim. Good evening. So I'll give it another minute or two before, so that others can join in. And I hope all of you have been doing great. Hi, Christine. Good morning to you. What's been happening with me? Work, lots of online as well as lots of in person. So it's about, now managing everything together. It's been quite interesting. And lots of workshops coming up also. I'm teaching Reiki next weekend and so on and so forth. So that's been basically my activity on this end. Okay, so I think I should start talking about today's meditation, the power of the pause. Pause, such an important part of our everyday life. I think each one of us is closely connected. I was just thinking about it before I started today. I was like, we all know exactly where the pause button on our remote controls are. We know when to pause, when we want to take a break, go get a cup of tea, or we wait for the commercial break when we're watching TV. And we all like to do that pause on our remote control. But how much of pausing do we do in our everyday life? How much of a pause do we give ourselves? Just like the remote control, are we just constantly moving around in life without really taking a bit of a pause? So what does pause mean? I guess the literal meaning is to take a break. To some other words that would describe, or that would sort of replace the word pause, would be to just take a time out, to take a gap, take a break, get some breathing space, right? So that's exactly what a pause is. Now, pause helps us in three specific ways. At least that's how I feel, and I would love to know what relationship you have with pause, perhaps at the end of the meditation. So I think a pause for us helps us to regroup, to recharge, to clear our minds, to clear our heads, to perhaps assess how do we want to act, how do we want to react, how do we want to assess a particular situation or a person. look at our own decisions. So a pause helps us with that. A pause also helps us to really get in touch with our inner wisdom, because otherwise the mind chatter or the activity, the endless activity, does not allow us to just pause and stop and at least sort of reconnect with our inner wisdom. A pause also helps us to feel nurtured, like we matter, right? Like we're so hard on ourselves to constantly be in active mode that at times we don't give ourselves a pause. We just keep going on and on and on. So a pause also helps us to feel nurtured, feel like we matter. It's important for us to take care of ourselves, right? Sometimes the pause is thrown at us. I mean, I think we all have experienced a pause in some way or the other in the last 5 months, right? Pause from the daily routine. Of course, we went ahead and we created a new routine sitting at home, right? We needed that. So as humans, we do need a structure. But we all were sort of forced into a pause that we were not really expecting. But it came nevertheless, and I think we all did what we could do best in this huge pause that we all got. Right. Again, something that I was reflecting on while I was creating today's meditation, it was about the intention behind the pause, I think, is the key here, so that we don't have an endless period of pause before we can sort of get back into action. So why, or what should I, intention, purpose, or giving it a meaning, giving our pause a meaning so that it gives back to us in the way that we want to sort of receive. So in terms of, do we want to feel nurtured? Do we want to clear our heads and know exactly how to act or react? Or is it because I want to reconnect with my inner wisdom to get clarity on how to move forward? So in order to really extract the right essence behind that pause, or to really use it to the maximum ability, I think if our pauses have an intention, or our pauses have a meaning or a purpose, then we are able to use it to the best of our ability. I think the meditation will make it a little more clearer if I haven't really made it clear today when I'm explaining it. So what we're going to do is we're going to experience or understand different types of pauses that we can sort of have. Like we can define the pause. Different words are coming to me: define, purpose, intention. So different types of pauses. And then we will just explore a few situations as to which pause will help us get past that situation. Yeah. Of course, the most important type of pause or intention behind the pause is the breath. Now, I need to explain the breath a little bit just for those who are not comfortable with step breathing in particular. I've done it before a couple of weeks back, but I just want to explain what I'm going to be doing. So, in our process of inhalation and exhalation, there are 4 stages. There's the inhalation, and before we exhale, there's a pause. So, it's when you finish your inhalation, there's a pause, and then you exhale. And again, there's a pause before you take your next inhalation, right? So there are 4 stages to a complete breath cycle. So we're going to, of course, observe those pauses. These pauses in pranayama are called kumbhak. There is an internal kumbhak and there's an external kumbhak. The internal is the one that comes after we finish inhaling, before we exhale. And the external kumbhak is the one that comes after we exhale, before we take the next inhalation. So we've got 2 natural pauses in our breath. They're always there. Maybe we are not aware of it. Maybe we are not always kind of really working with that pause, but it's always there. It's about enhancing it and getting comfortable with them. So when we first start the meditation, we will of course just explore the natural breath, and we'll start observing those natural pauses that are there in our breath, in every breath. Then we will put some more pauses into our breath work. That means we start deliberately putting fresh pauses, and that is called step breathing. So what we will do is we'll do a short step breathing with inhalation and a short step breathing with the exhalation. That means, what do I mean by that? When we inhale, we don't inhale fully, we'll break it up. So there'll be a step breathing in the inhalation. So you would go this way, you go. So you're inhaling a little bit and then you're pausing. You're inhaling a little more and then you're pausing, and then you inhale completely and then you do a continuous exhalation. We'll do 2 simple rounds of that, or perhaps 3 maximum. I'll guide you with the first one and the other 2 you do yourself. And then we will do similar step breathing but with the exhalation. That means we'll inhale completely and continuously. So we go, and then when we're exhaling, we go pause, pause, and then exhale fully. Yeah, I hope that is fairly clear. So we will do that with the breath pause that we will take. We will start with that one, and then we will explore different types of pauses or different intentions behind our pauses. And then we will use various pauses in different scenarios. Okay, so let's go explore it. And then of course we will do some in the meditation itself, I'll get some, picking up some guidance from the oracle cards. I've picked up the box of relationships today to give us guidance there. So the relationship with the situation, the relationship with the pause. And then after we finish the meditation, let's talk about our relationship with pause. How often do we allow and give ourselves the permission to get a pause in life? All right, so if all of you are ready, let's enjoy this. I'm going to change the camera angle, and then I will, of course, play the music. All right, take care and enjoy this one. Let me change the camera angle. Yeah. So settle down into a comfortable position. Sitting for today's meditation will be most beneficial, but again, this is your choice. Pause for a moment and then decide which position is best for you today. This meditation is your pause from the activity of the day. It is your gift to yourself to recharge, to rest, to get some respite from the daily responsibilities and chores. So do acknowledge yourself for the gift of pause you are giving yourself at this moment in time. Start to connect with your breath. Observe the inhalation and exhalation. Your breath is your partner in life. And having a deep connection with your breath is like acknowledging a trusted friend in your life. We will explore the purpose, meaning, and intention within our pauses. Because a purpose, meaning, or intention heightens the effects of the pause. The very first pause, which is a gift that we have in our lives, is our breath, the breath pause. Our breath is the bridge which connects life to consciousness, which unites your body to your thoughts. Whenever your mind becomes scattered, use your breath as the means to take hold of your mind again. So let's practice and find the pauses in the 4 stages of the breath. With the inhalation, the pause that comes after your inhalation. And when you exhale fully, there's a pause that comes at the end of your exhalation. The pause that comes after your inhalation is called the internal kumbhak. The cosmic energy enters the various parts of the body and into the chakras faster during this pause. Your breath that carries the life force energy enters the body in a greater quantity. So as you take your next inhalation, and when you complete your inhalation, observe your internal pause. And as you exhale, when you exhale fully, you arrive at the external pause, the external kumbhak. In the external kumbhak, the suffering, the pain, any imbalance in the body or any negative energies are expelled from the body. Each of these pauses help you connect with the stillness and the connection of your human form to the cosmic energy, to the spirit that resides within you. So deepen your connection to the pauses in your natural breath. Observe the duration of each pause, your internal pause and your external pause. Where do you sense the presence of your internal pause? And then where do you sense the presence of the external pause? what sense do each of them create within and without? Observe the very end of your inhalation where the pause begins. Where does it stay within you? And when you finish your exhalation, where do you sense the presence of the external pause? And what do each of them bring into you, into your awareness? Your breath helps you to connect you with your spirit. The word spirit comes from the Latin word spiritus, which means breath. So breath and spirit are one. Simone Matthews. Now let's start to create intentional pauses through the step breathing. Let's do 3 rounds of step breathing in our inhalation. So inhale, but inhale with interruptions. Inhale, pause, inhale, pause, and inhale completely, and then exhale long, slow, deep, and continuous. Repeat your step breathing in the inhalation for 2 more rounds. And then return to your natural breath. And once again observe the pauses now in your natural breath. Are they deeper? Are they longer? Do you have a new connection with the pauses that come naturally in your breath? And now let's bring step breathing in our exhalation. You will inhale completely, and then when you're exhaling, you will interrupt it with pauses. So you exhale, pause, and exhale completely. We will do 3 rounds of this. So inhale, long, deep, and continuous. And exhale, pause, and exhale fully and completely, pushing your navel to the spine. Repeat for 2 more rounds at your own pace. You're pausing on the exhalation. And once you've finished your rounds, observe your natural breath again. Reconnect with the pauses that come naturally in your breath. Now observe the duration of your pauses. Observe, where do you sense the presence of the internal pause? Has it shifted? And where do you sense your external pause? What sense do each of them create within you and without? After experiencing the beauty, the power of your breath pause, let's move to another pause, another purpose behind the pause, and that is the gratitude pause. In Eckhart Tolle's words, acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. Gratitude pauses help you to reflect on what you have been blessed with. And it takes your mind away from what you do not have in your life. It is said, gratitude is a signpost for more. Gratitude can be felt in different or expressed in different ways. Through reflection, through prayer, meditation, by keeping a gratitude jar, journaling, and most of all, expressing to yourself and others. Expressing to others who you feel blessed to have in your life. Take this gratitude pause at this moment and acknowledge all the things that you are grateful for. And then we move to another pause called the mindfulness pause. The Buddhist vision says the mind is like water. When it's turbulent, it is difficult to see. When it's calm, everything becomes clear. Take this mindfulness pause to bring you back to the present moment. Because being mindful helps you to connect with your thoughts and feelings. The clarity that comes with mindfulness helps us to instantly assess our course of action positively. In effect, all pauses carry the essence of mindfulness. Only the intention differs. Take this moment to take a mindful pause to bring you back to this present moment. Where everything is in perfect and divine order, just the way it is. And then we move on to another pause of connection. First, calm your body and your mind, then tap into the energy of your higher self. Unknown, anonymous quote. Connecting with our higher self encourages positive emotions even though we may be experiencing anxiety or fear. When we pause to calm the mind and body, we open up neural pathways to encourage intuition and inspiration instead. So take this moment to take a pause of connection. Connection with your higher self. Listen to the language of your soul. Listen to your intuition. And then let's move to the pause of compassion. As Plato said, be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. The pause of compassion is possibly one of the more difficult ones to pause and to regroup. It's like counting up to 10 in a very difficult situation. But compassion heals. Compassion towards ourselves and towards others helps us see that we all have a story of our own. We have a journey of our own. Take a pause of compassion at this moment in time and extend that compassion to yourself or to others. Let's move on to the pause from conditioning. When there is freedom from mechanical conditioning, there is simplicity. Bruce Lee. We become slaves to our conditioning, to our habits, to our rituals, to our mindsets. They are like self-imposed prison. Giving ourselves freedom from the conditioning of our mind helps us see ourselves in the bigger picture of life. Take a pause from conditioning. Be honest and relieve yourself for just this pause from any conditioning that is stopping you from moving forward. Even if it is just for this moment, just for this pause, take that conditioning off your mind. Give yourself freedom. Remember, it's not a have to. It's about shifting it to a want to. The pause for conditioning is a vital precursor to the pause for creativity. So the next pause is creativity pause. Creativity is the power to act. When we get caught up in our life, we forget to see the bigger picture. We lose connection with our strengths, our dreams and goals. Creativity helps us to reconnect with our strengths, our dreams, our goals. Helps us to reconnect with our inner child. Take this moment to take a creativity pause. Allow yourself to imagine or visualize something that is creative, unique. And then we come to the pause that's filled with awe, with beauty, and the wonder of everything around us. As Albert Einstein said, he who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe is as good as dead. His eyes are closed. When we pause to see the awe, the wonder and beauty around us, we notice how interconnected the universe is and how we are a part of the greater whole. The pause of beauty and wonder recharges us and gives us a fresh perspective to life. Build a discipline to pause in awe of who we are and what we have accomplished in our lives. Appreciating ourselves is just as important as the appreciation for the world around us. We are part of the greater whole. Take this moment to take a pause filled with awe, beauty, and wonder of who you are and with everything that's around us. Feel the interconnectedness. And then comes the laughing pause. As Mark Twain said, the human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. Laughter is like instant vacation, as Milton Berle says. Laughter releases feel-good hormones, bringing rejuvenation and fresh perspective to life's moments and situations that need our attention. Good-natured laughing at ourselves creates a better result, better than berating ourselves. Take a moment to take a laughter pause. From time to time, spend time with friends or watch a funny movie or have a sense of humor towards various situations in your life. Various situations in our lives from time to time need a simple approach of a pause. With these intentioned based pauses, you can empower, heal, and transform relationships, situations, or even pave a new path in your life. So remember to pause before judging yourself, judging someone or something. Maybe all that's needed to heal is a pause of breath, so you can feel the presence and the importance of life. A pause of mindfulness to allow the present moment to bring clarity. A pause of compassion to feel loved and nurtured, and to nurture and give love. A pause from conditioning to see the bigger picture. A pause of gratitude to sense and to appreciate the blessings. Maybe all that's needed to heal from judging yourself or someone else is a simple pause. The pause will help you get clarity of belief. It'll help you to detach from the judgment that you are sending towards yourself or towards a situation or others. Pause before assuming the outcome of a situation or making an assumption about someone. Maybe all that's needed is a pause of mindfulness, so you can hear the unspoken words and feelings. A pause of gratitude. Pause of gratitude to realize that all challenges bring out the best in us. Just like how the drilling sound at this moment is nudging us just like how life sends these moments where we might get into a space of judgment. Maybe all we need is a pause of compassion to heal the deeper layers of the past. A pause of laughter to bring fresh perspective. A pause from conditioning to bring new vibrancy and awe. A pause of creativity to hear your language of the soul. Each one helping us to take a pause from assuming the outcome of a situation or to assume the outcome from someone else. Perhaps it helps us to see what we are not seeing, to help us see the bigger picture. The pause might help us to trust. Pause before accusing yourself or others. Perhaps a pause of mindfulness to see what you learned from the situation or from someone else. A pause of compassion to see others' challenges are overwhelming too. A pause from conditioning to bring renewed energy. A pause of laughter to accept our limitations gracefully, and a pause of beauty to recognize the inner beauty within ourselves and others. Step out. The pause helps you to step out of the mindset of feeling helpless or hopeless. Helps you to step out of the feeling of accusing yourself or others or a situation. Take the pause to empower yourself so you can shine. Pause before you surrender to the trials of life. Maybe all that is needed is a pause of breath so you can connect with your life force energy. A pause of mindfulness to know that new doors will open. A pause of awe, beauty, and wonder to be inspired by innumerable possibilities. A pause of gratitude for having accomplished much through resilience and courage. A pause of laughter to instill the joy back in life. A pause of creativity to listen to your inner guidance. So before you surrender to the trials of life, put your sword down and take a pause. Nurture yourself. Acknowledge yourself. The power of the pause is with you. Bring the power of the pause to whatever you need to heal, transform, or shine. Allow the pause to release old, saddened energy. Take a nice deep breath in. And gently bring your attention back to this present moment. Recreate in your mind's eye the space where you started this meditation. And with your next exhalation, open your eyes feeling empowered and centered. Welcome back, everybody. And how was that? How was the power of the pause for you? Not sure if my screen is stuck like before, but I'm not seeing anything as yet. So that was an interesting connection with pauses. Tell me, which one did you connect with the best? Was it the breath? Was it the gratitude? Um, the mindfulness, the awe, the wonder, the different pauses, which one did work best for you? So Christine says, one of my gratitude pause is for the Sunday morning meditations with me, learning about myself. That's wonderful. So that's your gift that you give yourself. This is the pause in the activity of your weekend. Thank you so much for, I'm honored to be part of your pause. And Kim says, very lovely. Ella says, gratitude and mindfulness. That's wonderful. So the gratitude and mindfulness helps you to reset, regroup, and reconnect and empower yourself. Lita also feels with the mindfulness. Wow, I think I kind of like a mixture of all because I think there's breath, of course, present in each of these. There's sort of mindfulness. Yeah, Kim feels breath and gratitude. I think for me, the creativity one is by far the one that stands out the most for me, and connecting with my higher self. Those are the two that really help me to get out of any kind of monkey mind chatter or feeling a bit down and dejected. Those are the ones that work best for me. So my uncle says all pauses are very good. I would best is laughter. Right. Yeah, that's an interesting one because uncle, I know you used to go for laughter yoga before. So I've never tried myself. Well, I've tried laughter yoga, but I'm glad that that's what connects for you. Pasan says breath, mindfulness, and creativity. That's right. And Christine, I experienced all the pauses you mentioned and added the pauses to forgive. Oh yeah, that is a good one. There were so many that were coming up after I came back from an appointment earlier this afternoon. I said, "Oh, I forgot the traffic light pause." The one that kind of you don't have a choice but to sit there at the traffic light and just pause. That's a wonderful one. Person says, "Thank you so much, Person. You found it beautifully structured. That's lovely." Minath, I love the laughter pause, the creativity one as well. Absolutely, Minath, creativity one works really well for me. Just having that, I'm going to do this in a different way, and that really helps me to reset and reboot myself. And Anthony says, "Don't fall asleep." Pause. That one will be a tough one for you, Tony, because I'm sure you could fall out asleep anytime, anywhere. At least you're used to. Right, okay. So, Bhavna, wonderful to have you live today. I enjoyed all. I love the gratitude pause as I feel when one is grateful in life, everything else follows. Absolutely right, Bhavna. The gratitude helps us to really feel the blessings that are present in our lives. Pasan and Minata having a little conversation, the sister to sister, and laughter yoga. Laughter pause seems to be the best one. And actually, laughter pause is quite a unique one. But for me, I don't know. I've tried. I love watching a funny movie. Sometimes slapstick laughter doesn't work for me. I need to really, and sometimes I can really laugh at myself. So I'm glad that there's a sense of humor in that. I think we've always kept alive in the house among all of us. We pick on each other in good humor, and so that's always keeps us going. And the toughest moments in life, when you have a good laugh, it really helps to release feel good hormones. So, definitely a laughter one is great. I think all of them have their own meaning, right? And the breath one, that's present with us at all times, of course. So, just a different way. Of course, it was pause is a pause. Giving it an intention helps to enhance the meaning. And I think in some ways it helps you to get past that particular situation that you are trying to take a pause from before you react or act or take you away from stress and worry. feeling the gratitude reminder to forgive, many thanks. So Joni says the gratitude and the forgiveness. So Shalini says the gratitude pause, step up one attitude of gratitude I try to incorporate. Now we'll do it during the pause too. Perfect. So absolutely, gratitude comes in so many forms, and this was an interesting way to give pauses a definition, a meaning, an intention, a purpose, to define them, whatever you want to call it. Helps you to use different ones in different context, and depending on what you need at that moment in time. So this was interesting. I love the sharing of which pause worked for each one of us. Okay, so just before some of you just leave, I just wanted to let you all know that I'm taking a bit of a pause, and that is I'm planning to run my meditations every alternate Sundays now. So I will be connected with you all on a live every weekend. Saturdays, alternate Saturdays is with Tony on Instagram, where we share the seeds of thought. And every alternate Sunday, you will have me on the meditation. So today, I will not be with you all next Sunday with the meditation, but I will be back again the following Sunday. So, of course, I'll send out the message, and it'll be there with you either through Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp, however you're connected to me. You'll get to know about when I'm going to be sharing, which Sunday I'm sharing, but it'll be basically every alternate Sunday. I guess I needed a little bit of a pause because, like I said, there's a lot of what should I say, online work, as well as my workshops, and a lot of in-person. And I thought this might be great to just sort of mix it up a little bit. A meditation followed the next weekend. Saturday will be with Tony, sharing seeds of thought, and then back again a meditation, and so on and so forth. So I still will be connected with all of you every weekend, either a Saturday or a Sunday. So that's my little pause. Maybe a little pause from creativity because that's how it is. Anyway, I have enjoyed creating this one was quite interesting, and sharing it was even beautiful. When I was sharing it live today, I really enjoyed the idea of the different pauses. And if you can think of some new intentions to behind your pauses, then do share it with me. I would love to know that. Take care. If there's anything else that you want to discuss, of course, I'm still here. I would love to have a chat here, but if you need to get going, I can completely understand that. Thank you, Christine, for acknowledging my pause. So that's basically what's going on. And I look forward to seeing you all next Saturday. That's the 22nd on Instagram at 6 p.m. Seeds of Thought with Tony. We will have an interactive discussion. So please join us. It's a fun and interactive way to, just explore a particular concept or a thought process, so we all can enhance our self-awareness. Take care, and I look forward to seeing all of you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Ta-da! Finish. Thanks, person. Bye. Bye. Thanks, Kim.